I want to talk about a super boosted point event. If I was K-Lab, I think I know why we might not have gotten the super boosted point event earlier. People have been talking about praising what save for the anniversary, save for the boosted point event, and we didn't get it. In fact, we got one of the worst point events, period. So, I don't think that was unintentional. I think we're getting the super boosted point event for this Safwi banner that's coming up for the final round of the 7th anniversary. Because, previous one, what was it? Leading up to, I believe, 7th anniversary, I think we had the Brawl quest that gave us a lot of editing brushes. In fact, I even farmed that because I don't do co-op for there. I had over 10,000. Now I'm down to 6,186. I think it also gave me a bunch of this, which, to be honest, I don't see myself ever using this. Look, 510, 470, 470, 500, 502 actually, and then 500 right there. So that's how many 4-star into 5-star accessories I could do for each one of the attributes. Now, we recently had the co-op event for 7th anniversary that gave us a lot of super potions, droplets, at least for the ones who were really lucky. Gave us a crap ton of them. I don't know how, on average, what my luck is, but it felt pretty bad at times. Not gonna lie. I think I went 2,000 or so soul tickets. I think it feels like it might have been more. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head anymore. I'd have to probably go watch some of my older videos to see if I can find a spot if I mentioned exactly how many soul tickets I had went in and at one point of the farming I was in at that point. So, now, we also have banners. We had a lot of banners that couldn't be considered trap, but they're worth summoning for, honestly. These characters were worth summoning for. 7th anniversary Ichigo and Yuri were worth summoning for. There was a lot of characters there that were worth summoning for. You had Cacao Society. You had the Kenpachi Safwi banner returning. You had just so many good banners to summon on. Now that people have used, because remember, a lot of people saved up their soul tickets for the super boosted point event for 7th anniversary. And look, like right now I'm already on 11 days that I've been saving this for. I've used a few, maybe 15 tickets. And I've been basically putting soul tickets that I get into the point event. So I've been banking up a little bit with no intention of whatever the point event's going to be. My prediction is, honestly, it would be the best time to give us a super boosted point event for this celebration because we've used so many orbs. There are going to be people who are going to have to spend money on orbs if they want to farm the point event, the super boosted point event. Because a lot of people will probably have used up most of their orbs, or, maybe they're already out. So, orbs are gone for there. Soul tickets are gone. Best time? Yeah, this is honestly the best time to do this super boosted point event if you're going to have them do it. That's one of the reasons why I said about Roka and Cien. A lot of people are saying Roka who, Cien who, and all those other types of jokes and memes. But if you take it from the player base, it's not the main banner characters, so they can get a little risky with it. And what better way to say, here's some new and exotic characters. In the Safwi banner, you get Cien and Roka. Oh, did that character just do Magetsu? If someone looks at that promotional stuff, sees a Mugetsu, they're gonna be like, I gotta have that character. She has a mini Ichigo or an Ichigo attack. I'm gonna summon for her. If they look at the specials and whatnot. Some might just say, oh, look, these characters look cool. I'm going to summon for them, because we are the hardcore people. I don't know exactly how big the player base is for Bleach Brave Souls. But usually when it comes to video games, the more hardcore you are, the more of a minority you are. And they got a balance for the hardcore and the casuals. And for the casuals, who are more than likely to throw away their orbs very easily and not actually pay attention to min-maxing strategies and whatnot, just like, this looks so cool. You know, these characters look cool. Man, I don't got any orbs. You know, and they throw a 500. Or maybe they throw 1,000. Or maybe if they're really well off, they throw a couple thousand. You know? Those people are probably the ones that are not going to be farming the Super Boosted Point event. But then you get people who are free to play. Maybe they'll watch a guide, but they won't really interact with the community. They won't really like the videos or subscribe to channels in particular. They'll just look up information that they want to find out, and once they get the information they need to know, then they're back to playing their game, and they completely ignore the community as a whole. That's entirely possible. And in fact, probable, honestly. So, if we're looking at that perspective, perfect time to put that in. Should I farm this point event? Or maybe they don't even think about, should I farm this point event? They see, I'm getting more points than normal. You know what? I'm going to throw orbs in here. And then they just keep farming the point event. The times 10 run, I think, was implemented. It's like, hey, you know what? These people are farming the point event. They want to farm it quicker. You know what? Make it times 10 instead of times 5. They'll be able to farm it twice as quickly, and we get twice as many orbs back. Or orbs bought, you know. And they'll waste their orbs twice as quickly. So, all that said and done. Perfect time to release the Super Boosted Point event for this anniversary. If they're going to do it at any point in this anniversary, because it's obviously just looking at it in hindsight. Perfect time. People have used a lot of their orb sources. They got rid of their soul tickets because they had to. Otherwise, they're just going to lose them. It is literally 30 days after. Well, actually, it might not be 30 days, but it's a month after the 1,000-Year Blood War start. That maybe people are like, maybe it's the 1,000-Year Blood War part of the event that, we'll end up getting the Super Boosted Point event. And then once that, there's people like, I'm not going to save my soul tickets. I don't think we're getting it. Honestly, it would be perfect timing. It's like I said with the Roken Sien. That's if you go watching my prediction before the banner was announced, I uploaded it before I went to bed. I don't know exactly what time, and then 3 or 4 hours later, we got confirmation it was Roken Sien. And a lot of my reasoning for that is it just made more sense because Toshiro, Gin, Tozen, Sajin, we've seen these characters before. We haven't seen Roka. We have not seen Sien. Makes sense to throw that at the final round of the banner and extend the anniversary to 7 parts. Makes them more money probably in the long run. For the Super Boosted Point event, everyone's predicting it to be where the main not Final Fantasy. I don't know why I was going to say Final Fantasy. The main round of, where the hype characters are, because, that makes, sense for hype. But if you look what was around at those times, there's certain things that people wanted to farm. Other things. So putting the Super Boosted Point event there wouldn't really make sense. But what about at the end of the anniversary when you've already given out all those, co-op events, the Brawl quests, all this other stuff? Put the Super Boosted Point event at the end. Finish it off with, people getting excited that, there's a Super Boosted Point event. They aren't skipping this anniversary. And people will be, out of orbs. So they won't be able to go as crazy without buying more orbs. From a business perspective, I think that makes more sense. I'm probably wrong on this one because there's no way in heck I'm right twice like this. But that's just my line of thinking for the Super Boosted Point event. Granted, a lot of this is in hindsight before they announce it. What do they announce? A day or on the day of the final round of the anniversary? Maybe 2 days. So maybe tonight we might get some news on the 30th. So yeah, it would be. It would have to be in about 12. Well, yeah, in about 12 and a half hours would be the reset for, when they usually release news. So it's going to be within the next 12.5 to 36.5 hours that we should get information on the final round, like what some of the events. I'm honestly predicting free accessories as well. I mean, we're still in the, we just got the, what do they call it, the mixed character summons and whatnot. Makes sense to give us one more accessory for free, or free accessory summons. I'm not sure if they would go back to another free characters. I mean, free back-to-back characters. I mean, it gives people more orb sources. Accessories, you know, honestly, that's my bet on there. Probably, I mean, there's also a pretty good chance, actually, that we just don't get any more free shit for the rest of this anniversary. So, what are your guys' predictions? Do you predict we're going to get a super boosted point event? Now that I've said what I've said. What else? I think that's pretty much it, honestly. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.